All right, what's up, everybody? Good evening, Saturday night, and we are live. What do we got? We have two breaks coming up tonight. First off, you guys are in it. Hopefully, you're here. 2021 Topps Allen and Ginter World Champions, Brooklyn, New York, ages 6+ for this break, or for these cards at least. 4 boxes of this. Hopefully, something big. David in the house. How are you doing, man? It is going fine here. We're going to see who we have in this break. Now, there are a few teams that are not paid for right now. We're going to check on that. If we don't get payment within the next few minutes, I'll offer these up to you guys at a discount. We'll see how that works out. Maybe they forgot. I don't know. I've actually forgotten to pay. Well, I actually did not forget to pay for a break. I almost forgot to pay for a break one time. But that has never happened to me where I have forgotten to pay for a break. So hopefully it doesn't happen tonight. So here we go. Allen Ginter, 4-box break. We have the D-backs. That's going to Strike 3951. You've got a couple of teams. Black W, you've got the Orioles. Cardinals going to BR Roby, 88. Dilfer Rules. Oakland Athletics. Ebb Tide, you've got the Pirates, Blue Jays, and Twins. Elk Smiles, Cubs, Marlins, Mariners. Hockey Ross, 77. Indians and Brewers. John 213K, Phillies. Astros going to Jake the 62. Josh with the Angels and Rays. Royals and Nationals going to our friend Jay Reyes. JTFR 83, you have the non-baseball team, man, and I hope we pull something cool tonight. Steven, yes, there are a few unpaid teams. I'm going to check on that in just a second. Mickey's Mantle. And I swear that this is a coincidence. I was going to make Frank Thomas the player of the month. I decided to make Mickey Mantle the player of the month. So we have Mickey Mantles with us. Let's get the Giants. MP Kell with the White Sox. Padres going to Padre 5544. R-Jack, you got the Yankees. Rohu 14 Dodgers. Mets going to Ry Kenny. A lot of different people in this break. Strike, you're back again with the Rockies. You also have the D-backs at the top. Rangers, T. Harris. Braves, Uncle Buck. Warp 57 with the Red Sox. Reds going to WH. And XL Wells, Tigers. Whew, that's a lot of different names. A lot of different names, a lot of different people. Hopefully we hit some big cards. What I hope we don't hit are a bunch of swatches of jerseys. That's what I hope we don't hit. White swatches of jerseys. If you want me to, I'll grab some scissors and we'll cut one of them in half live if you give me permission, and we'll throw it in the garbage. I really don't like those. Let's get some autos. Let's get some real memorabilia cards if we get memorabilia cards. All right, I'm going to check on the payments real quick. You guys check out those Mickey Mantle stats. Anybody actually ever see Mickey Mantle play? You'd have to be a little bit older to see that. Played from 51 to 68, so I don't know if any of you guys are old enough to have seen Mickey Mantle play. And it looks like we do have some teams still hanging out there that have not been paid for, so let me give you guys the rundown on the teams. Cleveland Indians, Milwaukee Brewers, San Diego Padres, and the Oakland Athletics. Indians, Brewers, Padres, Athletics. Indians, Brewers, Padres, Athletics. Oh, let's see. So I will have to go in and cancel those. We'll see if someone wants those teams. Steve, I think you asked no paid teams. That's correct. There are some that aren't paid. So we got Roy in the house. Good evening, Roy. David was the first to check in. Steve is here. Michael, good to see you. James. David, man, Frank, what's up, Frank? The lovely Tina is in the house. Old Timers game, that counts, man. Roy, that does count. If you saw Mickey playing the Old Timers game, you saw Mickey Mantle play. So let me go back and check. I'll just make sure that they aren't paid. I hate to delay breaks when we have non-payment. Still looks like they're hanging out there. They are still hanging out there. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. Get back here and see what you guys are doing. What's up, Chris? Okay, this is 2021 Allen and Ginter. Steve, you were the first to ask about non-paying teams. Steve, you're up. Which team or teams do you want? Here's how it's going to break down. San Diego will be 20, Oakland will be 10, Milwaukee will be 10, and Cleveland will be 10. Steve, you want them all four? I'll give them to you all four, man. Four, let's do 4 for 40. How's that sound? Steve, 4 for 40. Steve, I think you know the email address. So Steve, if you want all four, we're going to go all 4 for 40 for Steve. Let me jump in here. Don't pay yet, man. Let me go in here. I'm going to cancel these as long as they're not paid. These people could have jumped on in the last few seconds and paid. Okay, so first guy we're going to cancel. Cancel order. Sorry, dude. It's over. Issue with buyers. No, man. See, they don't even really have a good reason for canceling. Submit. I don't want it relisted. All right, we've canceled the Brewers and the Indians. All right. All right, Padres were canceled. And one more to go. Sorry, guys. Takes just a moment. Cancel order. The Athletics. Athletics are now canceled. Okay, Steve said they're done. Done. Good. All right. Thank you, guys. We're going to move on. Appreciate that. Okay, so now you guys know what we got. We got 2021 Allen and Ginter. Moving on really quick. We'll go with a little Allen and Ginter splash screen. Maybe. No, you know what? We've wasted too much time already. We have wasted way too much time. We're getting into this break. You guys saw the stats. Second most career walk-off home runs ever. 12 for the great Mickey Mantle. Anybody out there can tell me who had the most career walk-off home runs regular season? And go. Hey, Cleveland. Cleveland is going to Roy. And Roy is also a member of Dingo's Dugout. All right, here we go, guys. This is it. So Steve got 3 of the teams. Steve got Milwaukee, San Diego, and Oakland. He gifted a team to our man Roy. Roy, you got Cleveland along with your other teams. And we are in it. We're looking for dinosaurs. We're looking for all kinds of crazy stuff tonight. And it is official. All right, let me get situated just a little bit better here. There we go. I actually prefer it when we have the smaller card come out of here. Unless it's a big box loader. Now, obviously the big box loader is what we're going to prefer, so we'll move these off here. Wow, Rob Hume, man. Jim Tomei. Holy crap. That was quick. That is correct. Jim Tomei, the underappreciated Jim Tomei. "13 walk-off home runs. Mantle had 12. There were a few others with 12. Mantle did have a postseason walk-off home run, so but we can't count those two stats together, postseason and regular season. So Jim Tomei is the career leader for walk-off home runs. Chris, this is 4 big boxes. It'll take us a little while to get through these. Take us about maybe a little over an hour, try to get through an hour and 15 minutes. We'll see. Then we do have another break coming up at 10. 10 o'clock we have, what do we have at 10? We have this Panini Prism. 4 boxes of Panini Prism. For the first time I've opened this, so it'll be interesting to see what Panini Prism looks like. All right, here we go. We are getting into these cards. Looks like we're going to lead it off with John Lester. John Lester on the top there. So a lot of these guys over here, I'm not going to even know who they are. If they're not a baseball player, sometimes I'm not going to recognize who they are. Some I will. Got the great Randy Johnson for the D-backs. Andrew Vaughn with the hottest team in baseball. Hopefully you guys checked out the Field of Dreams game in the cornfield. Stretch, Willie McCovey, Ripken Jr., Walker Buehler. We have a first mini of the night. And this is the great Lou Brock. Now actually the other night, I had 3, and I didn't even catch these. The lovely sorter Tina caught these. I had 3 numbered minis, numbered to 25. Okay, this is the non-baseball action. We have the orange-bellied parrot. I know that's probably not what you're looking for, but that's what you got. Trammell Sanchez, Banks. That is Gaylord Perry, Indians uniform. Gaylord Perry played for a lot of teams. Sanchez mini. We have Max Muncy, Topps Historical Hits. I don't know how historical it can be if it's Max Muncy, but we'll have to read the back of that card later and see what Max Muncy. Ooh, man, what do we got here? Ah, damn it, it was just a tree. I thought it was going to be like a rip card. I'm seeing all this ornate looking at area. It's a tree. So, Tony Gwynn. We've got Cole Tucker. Astros. We've got a Scarlet Oak. And we got Hanson. This is Hanson from the movie, I believe, Slapshot. I think so. I think that's it. That's what we discussed the other night. One that I've actually not seen. I see a lot of sports movies, but I've not seen that one. And this is Brickley. Brickley is an air traffic controller. I don't know what he's doing. A sign language guy. He is a basketball trainer. Did not know that. David Wright. Anthony the Singer. Zito. This is actually Andrew McCutcheon, but it says Uncle Larry. Why it says Uncle Larry, I have no idea. Someone clue me in on that. That is Jacob deGrom. And they're saying that Jacob deGrom is going to make his way back. And we have our first semi-hit of the night. We'll call it a semi-hit. That is Josh Donaldson. We hit a Josh Donaldson rip card the other day. So Josh Donaldson, piece of the bat for the Twinkies tonight. So the Twins are on the board. Jeter with the mini. Black Bear, Tom Seaver. There's Jim Thome. What kind of stats does it have on the back of here for Jim Thome? Doubles, triples, home runs. 612 home runs. 612. Man. Shohei, that's an impressive number. Dick Allen, one of the greats of all time. Focus in there. There we go. Dick Allen. Far, far away, Caldwell 104. Larry Doby. Historical hits. Yeah, I thought that Field of Dreams game with the Yankees and the White Sox was a pretty good game. Pretty good lead in. Really good game. Good for you, Peas. Red Sox, that's Big Papi. David Ortiz. Duke Snyder. So Duke was roaming the outfield the same time that Mantle was, and Mays. Lucas Giolito. Eddie Matthews. Man, we have hit our second. So at least they're not swatches of jerseys. At least they're bats. Elvis Andrus. Athletics. Nakin. I don't know who that is. Who is that? This is a Lemon Shark. My wife may know who that is. Rodriguez. Shane Bieber. Well, let's at least get like an autograph or a cool non-baseball card out of this box, because we already hit two relics. 2 relics pretty quickly. Yeah, I'll show you guys a Hansen card in a minute. As soon as we get to this break, I'll show you guys through this box. I'll show you guys a Hansen card that's really cool. Yeah, that's right, Chris. You got the Donaldson. You had the Twins. Nobody was wanting to trade you in Dinger's dugout for the Twins. You kept the Twins, obviously, and you got the lone rip card of the night. Question is, oh man, you're out in Vegas, man. I'm on the East Coast. You're in Vegas. I don't even know if it's gotten to you yet, because that break only happened a couple of nights ago. So it is certainly on the way, but I don't think you've gotten it yet, so you can't tell me what's in it, because I know you're probably going to rip it. I'm thinking you're going to rip it. Frank says she's a ladies coach. There you go, man. Somebody knows it. I didn't know it. Yeah, from that game, Yankees White Sox. Like I said, it was a good game. Aaron Judge is actually one of my favorite players. I'm just a baseball fan, not a Yankees fan in particular. I actually pull for the Rays. But Aaron Judge hit a couple of home runs. Eloy hit a home run. Ooh, Abreu was the first one to go deep, but Tim Anderson won the game, walk-off fashion. But Topps Now, anybody here buy Topps Now cards? I do occasionally. Topps Now is not bad. But did you guys see the Topps Now cards that they had for the Field of Dreams game? They had actual cornstalk memorabilia embedded into the auto cards. I jumped on. I saw them when it was going on. I was thinking of getting one. Maybe one of the Tim Anderson. Either the Tim Anderson or the Aaron Judge. But then I saw the pricing. And I was like, holy cow, man. I can't swing that. I could buy a regular Aaron Judge graded 2017 auto rookie card for what I was paying for a cornstalk card. So yeah, they were a little bit pricey. But it was just weird seeing the cornstalk embedded there. I wonder what those really will look like. If they will look like they showed them on the website. All right, we'll save that little card for last. So Eddie Murray, definitely one of the coolest looking guys on a baseball card, for real. Doesn't get looking much better than that, except when he has the little mutton chops on the side going. That looks a little bit better, but that's a cool looking card of Eddie Murray. Orioles really don't have much to brag about right now with their team. Their team's pretty awful. Mookie, so we're looking for one more hit in this box. Maybe we'll find some kind of numbered card. There's Robin Yount, Brewers. Played his entire career with the Brew Crew. We've got a horse chestnut. Haven't seen that one. Bryce Harper. Gavin Lux. And we have a Garcia. Luis Garcia. Nationals. That is Javi Baez. No longer with the Cubs. Haven't seen this one either. This is the world's largest airplane, it looks like. Antonov AN-225. I'm going to say it's a Russian plane. That would be my guess. We have an Oryx. Trevor Bauer. It's in the news lately. Some allegations going on there for Mr. Bauer. Alex Bregman, historical hit. Joe Adele, nice looking rookie card. All of his rookie cards look really cool. And I see his stuff's kind of going up in value. It doesn't look like he's striking out as much. Well, who knows? We'll see. He's only been up for a limited time this year, so we don't know yet what that's going to look like. Willie Stargell. You guys know that Willie Stargell was born in Oklahoma? Does it have his birth date where he was born? It does not, but he was born in Oklahoma. I only bring that up because the great Mickey Mantle was born in Oklahoma. Oh, let's look at the back of the Sanchez. I don't want to miss any of the numbered minis, that's for sure. Carlson, Torres, Jeffers. All right, we're still looking for that last hit here. Alan Ginter back. It looks like Alec Bohm. It is. Rookie card. Though it doesn't have the rookie. Yeah, it does have the rookie card logo on it. And there it is. Our third hit. We'll call it a hit, man. I'm going to call it a hit. It is Big Papi. There's a pretty good commercial with Big Papi and A-Rod before that game. I don't know if they aired that commercial again, but that was a pretty good commercial before the Cornstalk game. We'll just call it the Cornstalk game going forward. So those are 3 hits. 2 bats and 1 jersey swatch. Joey Votto having a revival this year. I was looking at Joey Votto's stats. I'm thinking, Joey Votto, Hall of Famer? Joey Votto, Hall of Famer? I don't know. Whoops, come on. Hats off. We have a beret. And we have Eddie Matthews, the great Eddie Matthews, here with the Milwaukee Braves. Joey Bart, rookie card. There's that rookie card logo. Vita Blue. So we can't really give this, and there's Tim Anderson, we can't really give this box a very good grade, can we? So first box, really not so great in my opinion, unless we stumble on something extra. Deion Sanders mini. Aaron Judge. Man, those kind of scare me. All of a sudden those little cards come sliding out. There's the Oryx again, so we hit 2 Oryxes in the first box. Joe Carter. Believe it or not, Joe Carter is from Oklahoma. Doesn't say it on here, does it? Do you guys believe me on that? Joe Carter being from Oklahoma? Barry Larkin, Conforto. I think my wife would like me to put these cards over to the side so she can sort them for you guys. Here we go. Giancarlo Stanton. Okay, Giancarlo Stanton. Quick question for you guys about Giancarlo, also known as Mike Stanton. Giancarlo Mike Stanton. What about the mustache? Do you guys like the mustache or you don't like the mustache? Every time I look at him with that mustache, I'm like, damn, that's how my mustache comes in, man. It looks a little freaky. A lot of people don't like it when I grow a mustache. So you guys like Giancarlo Stanton's mustache or do you not like his mustache? Mike Piazza, and I prefer Piazza actually in a Dodgers uniform. It's personal preference. Orlando Cepeda. Berrios. Remember, I got to remember, look at those backs. Toronto, and that is Bo Bichette. Killebrew, Harmon Killebrew, Twins. Black Tip Shark, Varsho, and I see that Varsho hit a walk-off homer. We're talking about walk-off homers. George Brett. Larry Walker doesn't get a lot of love. Mark McGuire, historical hits. And this little mini card. These typically are not much of anything. I haven't opened one of these where it's been anything exciting. Maybe title change. It is Cody Bellinger. But it's not autographed. So Roy says that Votto has a 63 WAR. If he gets to 70 plus, he could be a Hall of Famer. I'm with you, man. I think that Votto's 37. Personally, I think Votto's got to put up another. I think Votto's got to put up another year or two of really solid baseball if he's going to reach that 70 mark. All right, let's take a quick break from this. We're going to pull out box number 2. We'll put it right here. It's still sealed. But I'm going to go back and take a quick look at a card with you guys. Let me see if I can find it. And then we'll jump back over to the break. It'll just be 2 seconds. There it is. All right, get back over there. So that's what you guys, that's what we saw the other night. That's not mine. I didn't see that. I just saw, maybe I saw it on eBay. Somebody got it, looks like they're sitting on their coffee table. But dude, wouldn't it be cool if we pulled something like that tonight for our big non-baseball hit? Hopefully there is a big non-baseball hit. But I think that's an awesome card. Only 10 of them, so that was number 9 right there. Maybe we can find one. All right, we'll get back over here. All right, box number 2, still sealed. Here we go. I do way too much shopping, way too much eBay browsing. Way too much. Piazza did have an iconic mustache. You are right, James. Piazza did have a nice mustache there. Giancarlo's, I'm not so sure. Yeah, Nevada's a big state. Nevada is a big state to get from one end to the other. Reno to Las Vegas, that's a pretty good distance right there. It's like driving from the panhandle of Florida to, let's say, the Tampa Bay area. It's about an 8-hour drive there if you're in Florida. Yeah, Roy, that's right. It is costly browsing, man. And I've got my eye on some cards coming up. Ooh, I can't really share them. I really can't share these cards with you guys. So I think if I did, you guys would be all over them too, man. And then you're going to drive the bidding up, and I'm not going to be able to get them. So even though I probably shouldn't get them. It's older autographs anyway. It's not any new stuff. It's all older players, retired players. Mainly Hall of Famers. All right, so we moved into box 2. Box 1, we had two slivers of bat, 1 sliver of a jersey, and not much else, honestly. That's the thing with Allen and Ginter, man. You can open, it's kind of like Topps Heritage. You can open a few boxes, you can open a bunch of boxes, and not really find anything, but man, sometimes when you do, it's like, holy cow. All right. Let's get into box number 2. Waddle. Pearson, Big Mac, Sandberg, Allen, another bird. This is the lilac-crowned Amazon. Maris, who was on those championship teams with Mickey Mantle. All-time home run leader for a while until we got to the steroid era. Andre Dawson in a Expos uniform. I like him in both, the Expos and the Cubs. Griffey Jr. Rizzo. That is Joey Votto. Luis Patino, Rod Carew. Carlson, nice looking card. Smith, who is Smith? Smith is a baseball coach. When the Boston Red Sox hired this former Dartmouth softball stand in 2021. Okay, minor league role. There you go. Ryan Mountcastle rookie card. Eloy. Hot. Very hot. Ooh, and Luis Robert. Whale Shark. Joe Morgan. Top 2 or 3 second baseman of all time. Maybe number 1. My favorite. Rocky Blyer. Henry Aaron, mini. We got a white spruce. Knacking again. Tanner Houck, Lou Gehrig, Roy Campanella, Neon Dion. These are the high numbered cards. So they're a little harder to find. 340. Anything over 300 is a little harder to find. Vladdy Jr. Alan Ginter back. Trout. And there we go. Our fourth hit of the night. Giolito, White Sox, black swatch. Roy, Expos do equal the Nats for this break. That is correct. So the Expos are going to the Nationals. And I believe you have the Nats tonight. So the Expos cards are yours. Yadi Molina, and I'm going to say Yadi Molina will be a Hall of Famer. Oh man, so we cut it. Sorry guys, we cut it right to another hit. Put those little quotes up there. Hit. Nico with the Cubbies, Nico Horner. At least it's got a stripe. At least got a pinstripe there. Alkaline. Mascots, a bear. This says the Twins mascot, so this does not go to the Twins. This goes to the non-baseball team. David Freese. Hats off, baseball cap. So we had a beret, and now we have a baseball cap. That is Byron Buxton, Wood Jr. Vladdy Guerrero. Pujols historical hit, and Corey Seager for the Dodgers. No numbered minis yet. All right, so that is half of box number 2. Yeah, that Dion card does look really cool. Yeah, James, you're right. Not the same Ginter luck as last year. Last year we started off, I think, that very first break with Ginter. We had a Tony Gwynn box loader. And those box loaders, man, those things were going for quite a bit of money. 150, 200 bucks for one of those big box loaders with 3 cards on the inside. We hit that in our very first one. We had a lot of autographs. We had Luis Robert to 25 auto early on in one of those breaks. We had a Shohei Ohtani box loader. So yeah, we had some very nice luck with last year's Allen and Ginter. I don't remember everything that we hit, but I remember those cards. So far with this, we've hit a Josh Donaldson rip card. And that was not tonight. That was last break. James says, when it's a hit, but not a hit, call it a miss. I hear you, man. I'm down with that. Yeah, these swatch cards, man, are getting a little bit ridiculous, Roy. I know some people like them, and I see some people post their collections, and I see a bunch of swatch cards, and I'm like, man. But we all have different tastes, right? My taste will differ from yours, but I just don't see any. I like to have something that's got a little bit of value. Some things are purely sentimental. I do collect cards just based on, well, I basically collect autograph cards, but I do collect cards just on an aesthetic value too. Sometimes I don't even really know the player, but if it's a cool looking card. I saw an autograph card from 2021 Stadium Club. It was a picture. I bookmarked it or saved it as a watched item. I don't even know who the picture is, but it was like probably the coolest looking Stadium Club auto card I've seen this year. And last year, that Kyle Lewis card in Stadium Club was really cool. The one where he's walking into the dugout. That was one of my favorite cards from last year. All right, but we're on Ginter right now. Allen and Ginter. Established in the late 1800s. Brought back by Topps 15 years ago. Mike Trout. I've seen a lot of this particular card of Trout in different products from Topps this year and last year, kind of using that same image quite a bit. I know they have a lot of photographers and artists out there, so I think they can probably use something a little bit different. Manny Machado, Tatis Jr. I think I mentioned that he should be back tomorrow. It's amazing. Tatis Jr. with that shoulder, maybe moving him to center field. I don't know. Bichette, the bat across the back. Wouldn't be the first time they've moved somebody from an infield position to an outfield position to kind of lessen the wear and tear on their body. But man, maybe he needs surgery on that shoulder. I don't know. But it's amazing how quickly he's been able to jump back every time from that. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe he is leading the National League in home runs and stolen bases. Alec Bohm rookie card, Ron Santo, Aramis Ramirez, Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom may make it back this year, may not make it back this year. We'll see. Andrew Vaughn, we have a rose-breasted cockatoo. Juan Gonzalez, also one of those guys that I think was in the steroid era. McGriff, Fred McGriff. I love Fred McGriff. Donnie Ballgame, Don Mattingly, Joe Adele. That's right, Roy. Man, you are on top of things. Mickey Mantle started off as a shortstop. He did. He's known as the Commerce Comet before he made it to the big leagues. Then he became the Mick. Now, hey, this is all right. It's not great. We're going to call it a near miss or a near hit. At least it's not white. Mitch Garver, Twins. So we got another Twins. Quintana. Man, they got to throw us an autograph or something soon. Far, far away, Caldwell, 62. Kirby Puckett. Trevor Lawrence. So we didn't see him in our first 4 boxes we opened. So first time seeing this card of Trevor Lawrence. Man, he's got a big neck. Big, long neck. Trevor Lawrence. Moniak rookie card, mini. Allen and Ginter back. Josh Donaldson, Griffey, and Eric Hosmer. So right at the end of box number 2, Nolan Ryan, Johnny Bench, also from Oklahoma. Johnny Bench from Oklahoma, believe it or not. Gleyber Torres, Yankees. Silver tip. Greg Maddux, the professor. Greg Maddux, man, he was a great pitcher. Reggie Jackson in the Athletics uniform. Uncle Larry. I have to look that up and see what that means, actually. Luzardo and the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith, historical hit. So that brings us to our big card, and it felt pretty light. So I don't think it's a box loader. See, they kind of get you on this. They give this big congratulations on the back. You're thinking, man, congratulations. Typically when it says congratulations, it's something special, but really not. It is Tatis Jr. This will go to the Padres. Steven was the one that ended up with the Padres. I probably have some messages from those people. Hey, what happened to my team? You canceled my order. All right, box number 3. Oh, we've got a mini. Ew. All right, all hope is not lost. Some of the best cards I pulled were in boxes that had stuff like that, so we'll see. This is a fresh box, box number 3. See if we can change our luck just a little bit here. We'll go in 8s. James says that he read something last night about Maddox having some odd showering habits. Well, well, man, I don't know, man. You know, maybe. You never know. You never know about people. You know, I've heard of players peeing on their hands. Who was it that peed on their hands? Baseball player, and I believe they played with the Cubs. Was it Aramis Ramirez that peed on his hands to actually toughen his hands up? I'm pretty sure it was a Cub. Well, Maddox was a Cub for a while, so maybe it's a Cub thing. I don't know. Maybe just pee freely when you're with the Cubs. All right, we'll go 8, 8, and 8 as far as the packs go. Maybe that'll change our luck on some of these cards that we're seeing. Let's see something big. There's Monty Grandal, Derek Jeter, the great Derek Jeter. Akers. Tim Anderson mini, Allen and Ginter back. Blue Spruce. Roldis Chapman. Paul Molitor. Roberto Clemente. And we're certainly going to have to make Roberto Clemente a player of the month soon. Talk about a fine, outstanding player, man. The humpback whale makes a return. We're going to have to bring out some good luck charms in a minute, too, if we can't change some of the stuff we're seeing. We don't have a hit yet so far in this. Ozzie Albies actually having a pretty nice season. I think he's going to be a good second baseman for the Braves. I think he hit a home run, maybe 2 home runs tonight. It's a shame with Acuna out, man. It's a shame with all the injuries we've seen this year. Al Kaline. Mr. Detroit, Al Kaline. The rose-breasted cockatoo again. Jazz Chisholm. And we got the world's largest, I guess it's the world's largest ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the world's largest ocean. Bryce Harper. I think we're coming up to something. Maybe. Maybe it's an autograph. Ooh, and it is. And it's only to 5, man. And it's for we're talking about the Cubbies, so maybe we need to just talk about some of these teams a little bit more. We were talking about the Cubbies, and now we've got an autograph card of Contreras. And it is numbered out of 5. It is a red auto. Everybody prefers the red autos to the blue. The red is typically shorter print. Look at the Cubbies. That's his Elk Smiles. So there you go. 4 out of 5. So we actually have the 4 out of 5 here and the 4 out of 5 in the red ink. So we actually have a hit tonight. So there you go. Cubbies. Elk Smiles. That is a nice card. Wilson Contreras for the Chicago Cubs. Ryan Mountcastle mini rookie card. I'm about tired of seeing Sharks, so I'll kind of skim over the Sharks at this point. And Sammy Sosa. So that is a legitimate hit there. So maybe changing it up 888. Maybe we can get, it says we can get an autograph card, a relic card, a rip card, a printing plate, or a book card in these things. Whoa, something's weird here. What the hell is it? Let me just take a sneak peek. Maybe it's nothing. Alright, it's nothing. It's nothing but a panda. But it's, I think, my first time seeing the panda in this. My wife asked if we were going to keep a box of this. I don't know. My distributors actually, it was crazy. Last year, I was able to go back and get Allen and Ginter anytime I wanted. It's like, yeah, Allen and Ginter, here it is, here it is. Yeah. A month later, more Allen and Ginter. This time I did a pre-order. And was hoping to see more Allen and Ginter in stock on Wednesday when it released. It was not in stock. Checked with them on Friday to say, hey man, I haven't seen any Allen and Ginter. You haven't? He's like, nope. Allen and Ginter is all gone. So there is still, you know, I don't know if they have more people in their network. Seems like I'm getting less and less cards. But if I'm going to keep a box, I need to keep a box. That's why I did a I've got a 3-box break of this tomorrow. Maybe I'll sell it in the Facebook group and get rid of all of it. I don't know. We'll see. All right, here we go. Another stack of 8. Maybe we can get another hit out of this stack. We got Anthony Rizzo, George Brett, Walker Buehler, the mini of the great Rod Carew, Black Birch. Black birches are cool trees. I like black birches. Giolito. Kenta Maeda, who is pitching tonight against the Rays. Anybody got a Rays score for me? Tampa Bay Rays are playing the Twins tonight. There's a little rain delay there. I was watching the very beginning of the game. It was still 0-0. It was only first inning, so not much time for much to have happened, although we have seen some really high scoring games lately, so really pulling for Wander Franco to be a legitimate star in the big leagues. Steve Garvey, Eddie Murray, this kid Kelly, who is a social media star. If you're not following him, follow him. Caldwell 32. Brandon Woodruff, Ian Happ, Cal Ripken Jr. Ooh, we got something coming up here. Maybe it's another good hit. It's not a patch card. I don't think it's a patch card. Damn it, it is a patch card. So they kind of fancy it up a little bit with this green border mini card, but it's still a patch card. Ooh, 7-0 Twinkies. All right. I know that the Red Sox won today and Chris Sale pitched, so there you go. A Byron Buxton white swatch of the jersey card. So another hit for the Twins, or miss, whatever we're going to call it. There's our giant panda. That's what it was confusing me. It was stuck to that card, so All right, so that's hit number 2 out of this box. Good for you. This is the green pepper. Looks like the bell pepper to me. And got a King Griffey Jr. in the Reds uniform. Historical hit. So 8 more packs. 8 more packs in that little mini card in box number 3. And then we will be rolling on to box number 4. So box number 3 is certainly the best box. Had the Contreras red auto numbered to 5 for the Cubs. Cool looking card. So Mickey Mantle, Player of the Month. Let's go back to Mickey Mantle just a little bit while I'm opening these up. We established that maybe Roy was the only one that saw Mickey Mantle play. Old timers game, but hey, he still saw him play. I didn't think any of us were old enough to have seen Mickey Mantle play in his prime unless you were really young, because he played from 51 to 68. Won 7 times World Series champion. 7 rings. That's pretty cool, man. 7 championships. 3-time MVP. Won the Triple Crown in 1956. Here we go. Florial. Jo Adell. But what was really amazing was his postseason, we'll just call them heroics. Postseason heroics of Mickey Mantle. We've got a Sun Conure. So he holds the all-time record for most World Series home runs. Now you got to remember, Mantle played from 51 to 68. So prior to 69, there was divisional play. So you would have the winner of the AL East versus the AL West go to the Wild. So you had playoff games leading up to the World Series. But before that, you didn't have playoffs. You were either the American League champion or the National League champion. There were no playoffs. You went to the World Series. So if he would have played in, how many rounds of playoffs we have now, he'd probably have just so many unbreakable records because he was an absolute stud in the postseason. Reggie Jackson, A's uniform, mini. 18 home runs. Second place, Babe Ruth, 15 home runs in the World Series. I think that's one of those records that's going to stand forever. Because that Yankees team that he played for back in the 50s and 60s, that was probably the last really great dominant team that dominated for a really long period of time. Joe Morgan, historical hits, my favorite second baseman. You had teams that had good runs. Obviously the Yankees, Reds, the A's back in the 70s. But I think that was a truly last real dominant team. We've got a Verdugo mini, Alan Ginter back. Yeah, most home runs in the World Series, most RBIs, most runs scored, most total bases. He was a strong guy, man. He was 5'10", 5'11", 200 pounds, but had just these lumberjack forearms. I never saw him play. I'm not that old. Never got the opportunity. And it is, so the Twinkies, man, the Twinkies are dominating tonight. They're dominating the Rays, and they're dominating this break. Max Kepler, red jersey. David says his first game was Yanks at Orioles in 1965. Man, that's going back a ways. 65. I'm going to say you were probably 2 at the time. You were a 2-year-old, young lad. No, I have no idea how old you were, but I wonder who you saw. I wonder who was playing in that game that you saw, that you can remember. Because I remember my first game vividly. but mine was in the 70s. But I wonder what players you saw back then. Drop it in the chat if you don't mind. I'd love to see who may have been pitching. There's the panda again, the giant panda. Ernie Banks. Josh Gibson. Caldwell 104. So all these Caldwell things. One of about 150 globular clusters in our galaxy. Caldwell 104 stands for its youth and composition. Scientists found surprisingly high metal content in Caldwell 104, making its stars 2 to 3 billion years younger than those in other Milky Way globulars. Interesting. Kinda, I guess, maybe. There's Piazza. Again in the Mets. Does Piazza have like some kind of thing where he won't appear in a Dodgers uniform anymore? Was there bad blood? David says he was 10. Do you remember who was playing in the game? Who was maybe on the mound? If anybody hit a home run that any of us would know. And the little mini card is Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole. Nothing to write home about there. Although Garrett Cole's a good pitcher. Trust me. He's a really good pitcher. But this card in and of itself. And that's going to bring us to box number 4. Box number 4. The final box of the night. I said we got a break coming up at 10. That is for the Panini Prism. I actually have it sitting out right here. Panini Prism. So this will be at 10. I do have the auctions up. They'll be ending around 9:30 Eastern. 9:30 to 10. I kind of screwed up the timing on that a bit. So hopefully I get paid back for everybody before we start the break. I might give it like 10 or 15 minutes. I still have to randomize. Oh my God, another one of these little mini. Still have to randomize teams for our Facebook group, Dinger's Dugout, for you guys, so you know which teams you have for tomorrow's break. So what's this going to be? This is going to be 8 boxes that I've opened so far. Oh man. Okay, Michael says, my first game was an Angel spring training game in Palm Springs in '61. Holy cow, Michael. That's going back there, my friend. See, I love people that saw the old players play. I just remember my dad telling me some of the guys he saw play. Players like Ted Williams and Willie Mays and Henry Aaron. So he saw a lot of greats play. Huge baseball fan. And then David did see Mickey Mantle play in a game. So all right, man. There you go, the Mick. Mantle played Tom Tresh, hit a solo home run. Yankees won 1-0. James S. says, my grandpa missed seeing Babe Ruth play by 1 year. Wow. He saw Gehrig, Mantle, Maris, and DiMaggio. Wow. Well, he saw some. That's the thing, man. It's like the thing with today's youth is they think that, you know, we got into this a little bit the other night about the goats. You know, this guy's the goat, this guy's the goat. And really, honestly, if we look at it, there are no goats. You know, we can say Michael Jordan's the GOAT. We can say this guy's the GOAT. You know, you can pick a GOAT from any era. See, it's by era. You got to think who's the greatest of that particular time. But there are some fine players today. I'm not going to dispute that. But if you think that a guy like Mickey Mantle couldn't come into the big leagues today and drive 580-foot home runs out of the park, you're nuts. And if you think some of these pitchers couldn't come in here and make hitters look silly, well, I say you're nuts on that too. But we are seeing some outstanding talent today. You know, we're seeing Albert Pujols at the very end of his career, and if you guys remember the early 2000s, God, it was just incredible watching him and those numbers he would put up year after year. The machine. All right, this was actually my dad's favorite player. He said the greatest player he ever saw, Ted Williams, and certainly probably the greatest hitter to ever play the game. If we take the numbers that he missed for service time, which was basically about 5 years, and add that back into his career, oh my God. Obviously, we can't do that, but we can speculate. Roger Clemens, it just looks funny. I had to do a double take there. Roger Clemens, you're used to seeing him in a Yankees or a Red Sox uniform. There he is with the Houston Astros. Brady Singer rookie card. Mark Burley. We've got another Galaxy card. A McCaw. Aaron Nola. The Babe. Kirilloff rookie card. Henry Aaron. Alan Ginter back. That is the great Ernie Banks. I have a few really nice Ernie Banks autograph cards in my collection. I do collect a lot of these older players that time has forgotten. Oh man, Nick Solak jersey swatch. Should I ring a bell? Should I toss it in the fire? I'm sorry. If you're the Rangers, congrats. I just want more. I'm greedy. Brian Hayes rookie card, little mini. Before the season, he was my pick to be the Rookie of the Year in the National League. I don't know if that's going to come to fruition. Yordan Alvarez. No comment on my first game ever, says Chris Carter. Come on, Chris, you got to get out to the ballpark, man. I know you don't have a team out there in Nevada. This is world leader Lee. Maybe I need to brush up on my world leaders. Roberto Clemente. So we're down to looking for 2 hits. Joey Votto. Alvarez mini. Yeah, we got another Joe Carter. It must be let's say it's postseason. Game 6 of the 93 World Series. I think we know how that went for Mr. Carter. Wow, Roy. I like that game, man. Pirates at Mets, Chase Stadium. Willie Stargell hits a home run off Tom Seaver. Those were 2 of my favorite players back in the 70s. Willie Stargell and Tom Seaver. Clemente doubled. Can't remember the year. I also saw Willie Stargell play. It was at the old Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Year, say 78, 79. I'd have to go back. I still have the old ticket stub. But Willie Stargell homered. Dave Parker homered. This was back when we had the We Are Family Pittsburgh Pirates. You guys remember that? Willie Stargell was giving out the stars on the baseball caps. There's Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver passed away last year. A lot of great legends of the game passed away last year. Very sad year. Garrett Crochet, part of that terrific White Sox team. And White Sox, I think, probably you're going to have to say I'm going to make them maybe the favorite for winning it all this year. They've got a pretty stacked lineup. Jose Canseco, Rays uniform, Yogi Berra. I think Yogi Berra has the most World Series championships of all time. DJ LeMahieu. Kirby. All right, we haven't had any numbered minis either. Like I said, last time I had 3. Carter says he's originally from the Bay Area, so he did see the Yankees. They are his Yankees, he said. You know, they'll be your Yankees. If you want to be your Yankees, they can be your Yankees, man. In Oaktown, first game ever. Yeah, the last game I went to was actually this year was the last game I went to. So the first game was back in the 70s. Have been to a game this year. One game here locally. It's not a major league. It's AAA. Was the Norfolk Tides. Playing the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, well, the Norfolk Tides is the Baltimore Orioles. AAA team playing the Durham Bulls, the Tampa Bay Rays AAA team. Got to see Wander Franco. I think that might have been his final minor league game before he got the call. Alright guys, this is the end of the line right here. I don't know, maybe it's 10 or so packs. Hopefully the Prism baseball after this yields mucho. Well, at least we know we have autographs in that. We have 3 autographs per box in that. So here it's a shot in the dark when you're looking for auto cards. And I think that's what most people are looking for. Auto cards or the rip cards. The rip cards are really cool. I love the rip cards. So we still have a chance at finding a rip card in this, even though it's not going to be a box load rip card. But we could find one. That is certainly my hope. Started off with the hardest thrower ever, Nolan Ryan. Honus Wagner. DeJong Manny. Tommy Lasorda. Must be a 300 card. Yep, 303. Sparky Anderson. Uncle Larry. Far, far away exoplanet. Edgar Martinez, another underappreciated player, I would say. Chris says they have the D-backs AAA team there. Well, that's cool. Reno Aces. AAA games are good, fun to go to, man. There's not a bad seat in the house when you go to a AAA game. Jan. He is a UFC fighter. Randall Cunningham. Tristan McKenzie, rookie card for the Indians. Ah, we got a Rocky Blyer swatch card, so a little bit different memorabilia there. So this is going to the non-baseball team. Yeah, James, I'm not sure what the Uncle Larry thing is, man. I gotta look that up and find out why his card says Uncle Larry. But there you go, Rocky Blyer. Rocky Blyer and Franco Harris, back with those old Steelers teams. Lynn Swan, Mean Joe Green. But there you go, that's going to the non-baseball team, and so far that's my favorite swatch card. This and the autograph card are the 2 best cards so far, in my opinion. Roger Maris looking off into the distance. Rhino. Carlton Fisk. Yep, 75, Game 6, World Series against the Reds. waving the ball fair. Chipper. All right, last stack. There's my black birch. And then we got the little mini card there. I'm not holding out high expectations for that. There's a Stetson. Ooh, and we have another autograph card, and it is a rookie card, Nick Madrigal. So it's a double up on the city of Chicago. Chicago White Sox and Chicago Cubbies had the 2 autos tonight. This is Nick Madrigal rookie card. There you go. A rookie card for the White Sox. So that's cool. At least we ended it on a positive instead of hitting another swatch card. The great Bob Feller, Eloy, Alan Ginter back, Ryan Zimmerman, and we'll check out this final card. So this is the final card. We'll do a quick recap of the hits right at the end. Roy says that Uncle Larry is his alter ego. And we got Cabrian Hayes. That's a rookie card of Cabrian Hayes. All right, so let's do a quick recap of what we're able to unearth tonight. Certainly not the greatest Allen and Ginter break. I do have one more tomorrow. Hopefully, I am praying. I am praying that Allen and Ginter break is better than this one. I apologize. You know, obviously I can't control what comes out of these boxes, but we did have a couple of nice autographs. The Contreras and the Madrigal, which those are very nice. And for swatches, give me a football player and a baseball product. I'll take that. I'll take the Rocky Blyer swatch from that Steelers uniform. We also had, at least they weren't all white swatches. We had the Nick Solak swatch, Kepler, Byron Buxton. Ooh, and we got a card stuck to it. Austin Meadows with the Rays. Garver, Nico, Lucas Giolito, Ortiz. And we started off with some bats. Elvis Andrus and Josh Donaldson. But really the bigger hits, you know, the bat cards don't look bad. Honestly, they don't. But certainly I would prefer an autograph. Swatches are whatever. But that's it. I'm gonna do a separate live, Greg, on the randomization. I really don't even have it set up yet, so I'm gonna do a separate live on that. I actually might try to jump on that around 9:30. So you might see me jump live again on YouTube in just a few minutes. But that's it for Allen and Ginter tonight. We do have an Allen Ginter tomorrow, 3-box break. And then I don't think I can get any more Allen and Ginter. Then we'll be done with Allen and Ginter. And we'll move on to the next great product. We do have Prism tonight. All right, guys, that's it. Signing off for now. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. Everybody take care and have a good night.